And now to the latest from the White House. President Trump is describing a phone call this morning with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy as, quote, very good. It comes a day after President Trump spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin, where they agreed to a ceasefire on some specific targets. Natalie Brand has those details.
Following a phone call Wednesday with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, President Trump said, quote, everything is on track. It follows President Trump's Tuesday phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin, where the two leaders say they agreed to a ceasefire covering energy and infrastructure.
The leaders agreed Ukraine and America will continue working together to bring about a real end to the war.
Tuesday's agreement fell short of a full 30-day ceasefire. And hours after the Putin call, Russian strikes damaged a hospital in Ukraine. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz says teams are heading to Saudi Arabia to try to hammer out terms of the ceasefire.
We are going back and forth at every level, driving both sides towards a ceasefire and driving both sides towards an end to this war.
Experts on the region say it remains to be seen where negotiations go from here.
What seems clear to me is Putin is at a minimum holding out for more time just to try and take as much territory as possible.
Back in Washington, the administration is facing a series of legal setbacks. On Fox News, President Trump criticized judges who ruled against him.
These are judges that shouldn't be allowed. I think at a certain point you have to start looking at what do you do when you have a rogue judge.
The comments follow a rare rebuke from Chief Justice John Roberts after President Trump called for the impeachment of the judge in the latest case over deportation flights. Roberts said in part, for more than 2 centuries, it has been established that impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision. The White House said Wednesday President Trump has great respect for the Chief Justice. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.